Hi, I'm Martin Gettings, reporting from the Total Telecom Regulatory Summit 2012. I'm here with Roberto Viola from AGCOM, and he's going to talk to us about his panel session earlier today. So, Roberto, good to talk to you. One thing I wanted to ask you about is, what are the current warning signs in the telecoms industry?
Well, we have a situation in Europe where we see that LTE networks are not rolled out at the same speed as in other regions. For instance, when you take as 100 the overall percentage of networks rolled out, 64% of those networks are in the United States. The other point about cloud computing, when you take again the overall market share, European telecom companies have only 9% of the market share, and fiber rollout is also lagging behind.
That's the kind of bad news, but what's the good news?
Well, the good news is that in some European markets, we see investment flowing back into a fixed network. I like to mention UK, for instance, where there's a lively market offer by content provider, because you have always to remember that people look for services. They don't look for copper or fiber. They want service. And the possibility that they can choose by different video on-demand provider, content provider, has pushed again a good demand for high-speed fixed network. The same is happening in Sweden, the same is happening in other Scandinavian countries. These are little weak signs that are good signs and are worthwhile to reflect on those.
So what can be done to encourage investment such as this?
Well, I think it's very important that you have a stable environment. And predictable environment, policymakers should look ahead and try to avoid to follow too much short-term influence of what's happening every day. News from the economic climate are not that good. I think we should a little bit, when it comes to telecom backbone, look ahead and plan ahead for a few years in the future.
And yeah, looking to the future, OTT providers have become much more, got a foothold in the market. Should traditional telcos see them as a rival or as a partner?
Well, I mean, of course, they are getting a big share of the value of the network, and that probably it's what makes them so enjoyed by the telecom companies. At the same time, I believe there could be a win-win situation, where if telecom providers would unlock the potential of the network, providing quality of services, low latency, the possibility to reach the users very near to them with cloud services, I think there could be the possibility to meet over the top and strike a deal.
And finally, the framework for regulation is across Europe. Do you think that it's a situation where you should have more regional policy in certain areas?
Well, when it comes to regulation, basic technical regulation, I think it has to be a unique framework, because I think investors will not understand if the 27 members of the European Union will go in different directions. When it comes to regional policies, I think they might be well differentiated in terms of helping where help is needed and injecting the right scheme in terms of private-public partnership or whatsoever, tailored to the situation.
Okay, well, that's great. Thanks for talking to us today.
Thank you.